This is John McQuay with 8541 Tactical. We just got back in off the range today, and it's going to give me a chance to talk to you guys about the pitfalls of using cheap bullets. Now, this Wednesday, Sarah and I were out at the range, and we were just having some fun, practicing some skills. Sarah was shooting the rifle in front of me, which is the Remington 700 AAC SD in a Cadex Strike 30 dual chassis with the Bushnell 4.5 to 30 XRS rifle scope on top of it. There really isn't anything special about the action in this rifle. It's just a regular Remington 700 action with a 20-inch 1 in 10 twist barrel on it. Sarah was practicing some positional drills, shooting from different positions on a steel plate that was out at about 375 yards. This steel plate was not tiny. It was about a medium size, maybe about chest size steel plate, so it really didn't require an incredibly high degree of accuracy from the ammunition and from the rifle system. It was more to practice her skills in getting into various positions. So I went ahead and gave her some 168 grain ammo that I had loaded up that was just some extra bullets I had left over for quite some time. This ammo, I know, in a regular Remington 700 is capable somewhere under 2-minute angle accuracy. It's not razor's edge accurate. The bullets that were used in that ammo is a bunch of Widener's seconds bullets that I got. They were supposed to be somewhere close to 168 grain Match Kings, but when I actually measured them out, the weights were all over the place. They just really were not a match quality bullet. So I chucked them aside and they worked their way to the back of the reloading cabinet. I finally got around to throwing them on some bullets that I just really didn't care about, just basically blasting ammo. So she shot those Wednesday and she was racking the plates up. Just didn't have any problems at all. Well, today I had some match ammo loaded up in this system, which I'm considering shooting in the match that we have coming up, our local match. So I wanted to make sure I got some good velocities on it and got some good grouping down and zeroed the rifle scope. So I started shooting, and right off the bat I noticed there was something wrong because I shot on this group in the middle, and this is just really an ugly spread. Now, we were trying to zero the rifle up, so it's not a big deal to move it back over and get it centered up. And that's where we come up to this next group. Well, you notice big ugly group here. And it tightened up a little bit here, but still the system should be capable of more. Well, after 10 rounds going through the barrel to rip out some of that old nasty jacket, it started to tighten up, and then we got some decent groups. Now you'll have to discount the one down here because I was monkeying around with the camera while I was shooting this group, so that's definitely not my best shooting. But as you see, we go from just absolutely horrible, unacceptable group to a little bit tighter to, wow, what's going on there? And then still, you know, all the shot holes are touching and I kicked one out. Now bear in mind, this system's got somewhere upwards of a 5-pound trigger on it. It's still got the Remington Exmark trigger, and I haven't done any tuning on the trigger yet, so I really was having to concentrate to get some good groups because you're not able to get that trigger pulled clean through in one shot when you're trying to blow the center out of the dot. But what this tells me is that those bullets had some really horrible jacket material on it. Either it was just really soft and it was leaving too much jacket in the barrel, or something else was going on, but it took quite a few Sierras going through to knock that fouling out and get back to a nice level here. So what this tells us is if you're going to shoot cheap ammo in your rifle, make sure you strip all that copper jacket out before you go to match ammo, or you're going to end up throwing some down the barrel to clean that fouling out. This also comes back to those points that I hear guys say time and time again, oh, I broke my rifle in with some cheap ammo. Why? Why are you doing that? You're not breaking anything in. Use match ammo, use good ammo. That way you know how well your system is shooting. Get it sighted in with that match ammo, because you're not sending hundreds of rounds down the barrel to break it in. You should have that barrel pretty well broken in the first 20 to 50 rounds. Use those to sight it in, use those to get comfortable with the system and see that barrel coming in to its accuracy. It's really a nice thing to see instead of just throwing some garbage down the barrel and then switching over to match ammo and then wondering why that first box of match ammo you've just blown to the breeze. So just something to keep in mind. It's your rifle, do what you want with it, but yet another example why I say use precision ammo and precision rifles. Don't throw garbage down the barrel. When we're talking about steel-cased ammo, with the exception of Hornady steel-cased match, be very careful with steel-cased ammo in a precision rifle. I don't care about harming the chamber with the steel cases. What I care about is a lot of that steel-cased ammo has what's called a bimetal jacket. It's not a copper jacket. It's much harder than copper. So you can actually start damaging the throat and the barrel in your rifle shooting that cheap steel-cased ammo. So keep that stuff in the AKs, keep it in the cheap blasting ARs, keep it out of the precision rifles. Well, I hope you found this video interesting. If so, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, get out and shoot!